Motherhood. It means love. It means caring. And it often means sacrificing many of your own wants and needs so that your children can grow to be whole, strong, and healthy human beings.
I have legislation to present on your behalf, Madam President.
In honor of mothers everywhere, on May 16, 2019, Wilmington City Council adopted 2 resolutions affectionately known as the Maternal Legislation.
12 yeas and 1 absent.
Declared adopted.
Now making their way to the Delaware General Assembly, these resolutions aim to encourage policymakers to better understand, celebrate, and respect the balancing act of mothers in the workforce. The challenges a working mother faces are unique, and so are their stories. This is a 22 News feature.
Cannon was born December 7th, 2018. I found out I was pregnant March of 2018, which was a pleasant surprise because initially I was planning a 40th birthday party and it turned into a baby shower. So I had to scale back on my 40th celebration and prepare for a new baby.
Knisha Clark has been working for the City of Wilmington for 13 years. Like many working moms, she had to return to work just 12 weeks after giving birth to her son, Cannon.
We have the dual income, but still, I mean, we're outnumbered. We have more kids than adults. So with activities, mortgage, car notes, daycare, all of that, I had to work. I mean, it's just the way of the economy.
Today, the U.S. Department of Labor says that women comprise nearly half of the U.S. labor workforce. And according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 80% of mothers attempt to nurse their newborns. Clark, a supervisor in the Department of Finance, says it takes her roughly 20 minutes, at least 3 times a day, to take care of her lactation needs at work, a process that involves 2 floors and 3 rooms, including a new private lactation room on the 6th floor.
So what I do to compensate, because it's like I still have to work, I take like 30-minute lunches, or sometimes I'll work right through my lunch just to make up for the time that I missed. This baby doesn't supplement anything. There's no baby food, there's no formula. It's just straight, okay, me and you kids, so I have no choice. If I don't pump, he doesn't eat.
What may seem like a great ordeal to some is actually a blessing to Clark. Lactation rooms in the workplace are not currently required by law. Instead, labor codes simply state an adequate space for pumping must be provided with no specific design guidelines nor requirements. Clark says the city adding the private lactation room is a huge step in the right direction, and one she is incredibly grateful for.
Cannon is the youngest of 4. With my daughter, who's 6, I breastfed. However, when I came back to work at 6 weeks, I tried to pump. But the facilities here, they just weren't conducive to a mom who was breastfeeding. Eventually, I just quit. With me being back this second time around, I can see a total difference. I've had a few hiccups since I've been back with Cannon, and we have the new lactation room, something we didn't have before. I spoke with HR, I've worked with Public Works, who manages the building, and they've been very accommodating, I must say.
Resolution 19017, Agenda 4657, whereas extensive research has shown that breastfeeding carries many positive benefits for both mother and child. And whereas
Sponsored by Wilmington City Council President Hanifa Shabazz, the maternal legislation includes a resolution calling on the Delaware General Assembly to support mothers like Knisha that choose to breastfeed by adopting and implementing appropriate legislation for lactation accommodations.
We must take into consideration and understand that the best milk for a baby is the mother's breast milk. It's already hard for a mother going back to work early to leave the child, but to cut short her breastfeeding her child because there's not accommodations for her to be able to withdraw while she's at work really makes that decision hard.
Councilmember Dixon.
Yes.
Councilmember Guy.
Yes.
Councilmember Walsh.
Yes.
President Shabazz.
Yes.
12 yeas and 1 absent.
Declared adopted.
As City Council works to influence landmark changes in the first state, Clark has an important message for lawmakers to put themselves in the shoes of a nursing mother.
Would you want to eat dinner if the person preparing it didn't wash their hands or didn't have a place to wash their hands? Like, that's a big deal to me, because in essence, that's what I felt like I was doing to my child.
We want our population to have healthy children. We want our mothers to be able to come back to the workforce and feel comfortable so they can concentrate on their job. So we as leaders and corporations must make accommodations to fit the mothers. And this resolution in making sure that there's lactation stations throughout working facilities for working mothers, I think is important for us and for our society.
It's a morale booster to know that you have a company is working with you and not against you, and just like, well, you got to run, because that could have been their mindset, because by the law as it stands, they've provided all that they were required to. But to know that they were willing and open to go above and beyond and listen to my concerns, it made a huge difference.
A huge difference that makes all the difference for this working mom's number one job, the job of motherhood.